Hi guys and welcome to Motorskati. Well, I hope everyone has had a good start of the year. It's already February 2024, can you believe it? And I thought it would be a perfect time now. It's long overdue actually to give you an update on my KITT dashboard project, and as you can see here behind me, it's still not done. Well, life has been busy, or what do you say? What do they say? Life is what happens when you start making projects. I would like to finish this project. It's about time. I bought this dashboard in October 2021, and yeah, like the years are passing by, and I need to get moving on this project. But let's show you where I'm at with this project and what I still have on my checklist to do. Anyhow, since I last showed you my dashboard, I have made some very good progress. I've documented everything, but I thought for now I'm just going to show you where my dash is at the moment. Like all the overlays are fixed, are installed, not the overlays, just the overlays and the electronics, except for the voice box. This is just taped on here, voice box and voice box bezel. I still need to do that. So I'm just going to give you a quick tour. Like, it's mostly sanded. Like, it will need a final sanding, a little bit of filler, and then another sanding before it will be painted. But all the electronics sit in neatly. Everything is flush and straight. It's been a real pain to have this all set up. And as you might remember from my last update, I don't even remember what was in my last update. I made a custom, or I'm in the progress of making a custom 2TV bezel, because this one that I bought from KRW doesn't fit. Not that it wouldn't fit regularly, it was my fault that I actually cut off too much material here, and then I messed it all up, and I had to kind of get into making my own, like building up fiberglass, and then like this wouldn't fit anymore the way I plastered and made everything. So I decided to get some plexiglass and make my own frame, and then I had this gap here, so I thought that would be the perfect opportunity to add in some custom gauges, which I'm on the progress of making as well. So I will be having the parking brake, service engine soon, and the seatbelt gauge, or not the gauge, just the little light. It's a symbol here, which will be all dark when it's obviously not in use, and glow up yellow or red, depending on which light it is, with the respective symbols. And here I'm just measuring everything up to cut out the piece. This is like a black semi-transparent plexiglass, and I'll show you the back of it in a different video. This is just to give you an update where I am, and make a custom bezel for these two screens. The rest of it is very solidly installed. So where was I? Need to do the bezel, need to do the custom gauges here. Then I obviously need to add in some speaker covers here. I want to add the vents here that are on the original factory dash pad. Not exactly the same vent outlet, they kind of come out. I would like it to be flush and just have a flush opening here, kind of a grill. I will be working on making some vents for the driver and the passenger. The middle ones, I will basically, in the back, I will just cover it up and have like a piece of kind of plastic to kind of reroute the air down towards the gear lever. Because the thing is that if you have really cold air, and then you have, like, it's hot in the summer, and then you have cold air, you might have condensation in the back. If it just blows all the hot air against the electronics and create condensation. So I want the air to actually be used to go down and kind of circulate in the cabin, but to be deflected downwards and not be directly blown onto the electronics in the summer. That's that. I need to install soundboards. I already have that. I already know where and how I'm going to install it. Little soundboards, MP3 soundboards for my switchbot buttons. What else? I had a list of 11 or 12 things to do. We have the bezel, we have the gauges, we have the voice box, we have the countdown also needs to be fixed, we have the speaker covers, we have the vents, so the vents on top and the vents on the underneath, basically the main ones. Then the electronic also obviously needs to be wired, but that will come in the end. I need to add buttons. Because for the time being, and because I'm already nowhere with this dashboard, I'm not going to go for the lower console right now. So I'm going to have a unit that with all the buttons that are needed for the dash will be on the dash itself with a complete unit. So I will have two buttons, kind of low button, like small buttons hidden, one here and another there. One is for the trip computer, because with the ideegeniali you have the trip computer here, and then you can switch between trip computer, total mileage, and fuel gauge, and remaining range in whatever miles or kilometers, whatever you have selected. And then you have obviously a fuel gauge here just with the LEDs, but it calculates the remaining range in distance. So I think you need to drive kind of 1 or 2 tanks down just so it can gauge how much fuel the car consumes in relation to how far you've gone, and so on and so forth. You can see my gauge here is in kilometers per hour. This is kind of a legal requirement in Switzerland, even if the gauge, like, it needs to read kmh, and it wouldn't even be allowed to read kph. It just needs to be km/h. Anyhow, that's how it is. Yeah, I'm also going to make a little custom thing here, because usually here you have the system guidance, which with the electronics is used for the indicator, the blinker left, right, and for your low beams and high beams. So I want to make this a little personalization, so it will just be green gel cover for the blinkers, with the lettering left and right, and then I will have the green lettering for low beams, and the blue lettering here for the high beams, and would just say hi. That's about that. And then the whole thing needs to actually fit in the car. So I have never actually test fitted it in my kit. I've just revived my kit by putting the battery back in and checking if everything works yesterday. Well, that's that. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm really looking forward to finally getting this done. I know I've said it many times. I've set myself deadlines to finish this like a year or two ago, then last summer, and said, oh, it's going to be finished by Halloween, it's going to be finished by Christmas. It's never happened, never. But other things are just more important in life, and the important thing is for me to make steady progress. There's been phases in this project with this dashboard where I just said, look, I'm just going to scrap the whole thing, or just sell it, or the way it is, or even just whatever. And I'm glad I actually stuck to it, because now I'm really far in. It's looking good. Small steps, little by little, I'm getting it down. So I hope you're still interested in following this progress. I know it's like really, I haven't really been very consistent with posting anything on this. Like, since I actually got KITT, the car itself finished without the dash, like everything was more relaxed for me, and I haven't really, like, life has changed, family, work. Before I had a lot more time just to myself. Today I have to kind of make time and push myself when I'm actually tired and have time, and sometimes I'm just not in the mood. Anyhow, we're getting there. Thank you for watching, thank you for your support, and let me know if you have any questions or suggestions in the comments, and see you soon. Bye.